Dear students, welcome to another important session in biology. Today we are going to discuss about the use of microbes in industrial products. For your information, in previous session we completed explanation about the use of microbes in household products, and in the same session we have discussed about the use of microbes in industrial products, and in this topic we completed only one explanation. It is alcoholic fermentation. In this session we continue with the industrial products, and here today we are going to discuss about the antibiotics, chemicals, enzymes and bioactive molecules. So first here we start the topic with the antibiotics. Here, what are antibiotics? Here you try to understand. Name itself indicates that anti means against, bio means life. The direct meaning of antibiotics is against life. For your kind information, you please remember this one. Against life means here not against the life of man, human or higher organisms. Antibiotics are the chemicals produced by the microbes which have the ability to kill disease-causing microorganisms or suppress the growth of such organisms without causing harmful effect to the host. These are said to be the antibiotics. Once again, I will repeat here. Antibiotics are such a type of chemicals. These are produced by some of the microbes. They have ability to kill some other microorganisms, mainly which are pathogenic in nature, which commonly causes the disease. Such type of microorganisms are killed by the antibiotics. In some cases, antibiotics do not kill the organisms but suppress the growth of such disease-causing organisms. The very special activity or very useful activity of the antibiotics is that they kill the microorganisms or suppress the growth of pathogenic microorganisms without causing any harmful effect to the host. When antibiotics are injected into the host body, they destroy the pathogenic microorganisms which are responsible for the disease, which are causing the disease, but they do not cause any type of harmful effect to host. Hence, these are very useful chemicals. Here we have very good idea that Alexander Fleming discovered the first antibiotic named as penicillin, and accidentally, by chance, he discovered this chemical, this antibiotic penicillin. In his laboratory, he observed the old culture plate. What is culture plate? Commonly in the biological laboratories, microorganisms are grow in the plates which contain a nutrient medium, and growing microorganisms in the laboratory and controlled conditions is called culturing. When Alexander Fleming observed the old culture plate, he observed that Staphylococcus bacteria is not growing where a particular mold called Penicillium notatum is growing. Or he observed that Penicillium notatum is the fungus. It is destroying the colonies of bacterium Staphylococcus. With this observation, he developed the concept of antibiotic and he discovered the penicillin. The therapeutic use of penicillin, or we can say that correct use of penicillin as antibiotic, was explained by Chain and Florey. For their discovery, Chain and Florey with Fleming in 1945 awarded with the Nobel Prize. Word antibiotics was coined by scientist Waxman. Complete name is Salman Waxman. This person coined the term antibiotics. You just observe this one, say this is the microorganism. This microorganism is producing a type of chemical. Say it releases one type of chemical, and this chemical is having ability to kill B microorganism. It is having ability to kill B microorganism. This B microorganism is commonly pathogenic in nature. Pathogenic in nature. Hence, this is antibiotic, means it is anti to life of this microorganism. This chemical is having ability to kill this pathogenic organism. This chemical ends its life. Because of this reason, it is the antibiotic. Means it is the chemical produced by a type of microbes. It is having the ability to kill some pathogenic microorganism without causing any harmful effect to the host. There are different types of microorganisms are reported which produce the antibiotics. Some popular and common antibiotics are neomycin. It is produced by the Streptomyces fradii. Bacitracin is the antibiotic produced by the Bacillus licheniformis. Streptomycin produced by the Streptomyces griseus. Erythromycin is the antibiotic. It is produced by the Streptomyces erythraeus. These are the some popular antibiotics produced by these microbes. Of course, this part is not mentioned in your syllabus, so this will not ask in your theory examination. Based on these topics, question may ask in your competitive examination. You please remember few examples. When we observe the antibiotics, commonly antibiotics are classified into two types as broad spectrum antibiotics and narrow spectrum antibiotics. What are broad spectrum antibiotics? These are the antibiotics which have the ability or capability to kill different types of microbes. The single antibiotic can kill different types of microorganisms. Such antibiotic is called broad spectrum antibiotic. Broad spectrum antibiotic. Okay. Amoxicillin, very common antibiotic, very popular antibiotic. Amoxicillin, it is a broad spectrum antibiotic. Synthetic penicillin, I am using the word synthetic penicillin, is also comes under the broad spectrum antibiotic. Then what are narrow spectrum antibiotics? These are the antibiotics, they can kill very specific microorganisms. They do not show their action on different types of microorganisms. They kill only specific particular type of microorganisms. These are said to be the narrow spectrum antibiotics. Very good example is old penicillin. It was specific to some microorganisms. Hence it was categorized into the narrow spectrum antibiotic. Vancomycin is another example which comes under the narrow spectrum antibiotics. So this is about the antibiotics. Microorganisms produces some different types of chemicals. These chemicals have lots of importance in industrial field. Here, when we discuss about some of the chemicals produced by the microbes are lactic acid, acetic acid, citric acid, and butyric acid. Commonly, these are organic acids. Here, lactic acid, it is commonly produced by the lab. Lactic acid bacteria, very good example, lactobacillus. Lactobacillus produce the lactic acid. Lactic acid is commonly used in the preparation of dairy products. It is also used in the tanning of leather. So here, this is about the lactic acid. Next, when we observe the acetic acid is commonly called vinegar. It is produced by the bacterium Acetobacter aceti. This Acetobacter aceti produce the vinegar. It is called acetic acid. Acetic acid, nothing but vinegar. It is used in the preparation of some food items. It is commonly used to flavor the food items. It is also used in the preparation of paints, emulsions, and it is also used in the preparation of some plastics. So here, this is about the acetic acid. Next, citric acid. Citric acid is commonly produced by the fungus Aspergillus niger. Citric acid is commonly used in the preparation of preservatives, some of the fruit juice. It is also used as flavoring agent. Next, butyric acid. It is the organic acid. It is a type of syrup. It is commonly used in the preparation of some medicines. This butyric acid is obtained from the bacterium called Clostridium butyricum. From this Clostridium butyricum, butyric acid is extracted. So these are the chemicals, or we can say organic acids produced by these microorganisms. You please remember this. So here we next proceed with the enzymes. Use of microbes in industrial products we are discussing. Here we discuss about the enzymes. So this is the list of enzymes according to your syllabus. So here first we discuss about the proteases. Proteases are the enzymes which digest or degrade the proteins. These are said to be the proteases. Commonly, proteases are obtained from the microorganisms like Lactobacillus, Aspergillus niger, penicillin, or Roqueforti. Proteases are commonly used in the preparation of some medicines, and very popularly proteases are used in the preparation of some food items. Particularly, these proteases are used in the preparation of dairy products, and very popularly proteases are used in the preparation of cheese. Next, pectinase. Pectinase is the enzyme. It is commonly obtained from the microbe called Bysocalamus fluo. From the Bysocalamus fluo, this pectinase is obtained. Where this pectinase is used, commonly pectinase is the enzyme. It is used in the preparation of fruit juices. Commonly we have seen that one. The fruit juices which are obtained in the market, they are very clear. But when the same fruit juice is prepared or it is homemade, it is having the some tissues or the fibers of fruit. But when we observe the bottle juice, commonly bottle juice is free from these tissues and fibers. It is totally clear. What is the reason? After the preparation, after the extraction of fruit juices, in such fruit juices, pectinase enzyme is added. This pectinase enzyme very easily degrades the cells, tissues, fibers belongs to those fruits. Because of the degradation or digestion of those cells, fibers or the tissues reported in the juice, finally the juice is become very clear. Commonly, this pectinase is used in the preparation of fruit juices at commercial level. The next, lipase. Lipases are the enzymes which acts on lipids, which acts on oil and fats. These are said to be the lipases. Commonly, lipases are obtained from the microbe called Candida lipolytica. Lipases are commonly used to remove oily stains in laundry. Next, amylases. Amylases are the enzymes which acts on carbohydrates. These amylases are commonly obtained from the microbes like Aspergillus oryzae, Rhizopus and Bacillus subtilis. These are the microbes which gives the amylase. Amylase is commonly used in the preparation of jam, jellies, puddings. In these food items, amylases are very popularly used. Next, lactase is the enzyme. It is obtained from the species of yeast. Lactase is having some medicinal use. Next, when we observe very important enzyme, it is said to be the streptokinase. This is very important one. This streptokinase is the enzyme. It is obtained from the Streptococcus. Bacteria Streptococcus. What is the role of this streptokinase? Why this chemical is having such a great importance? This streptokinase is commonly called tissue plasminogen activator, simply called TPA, tissue plasminogen activator. What is this tissue plasminogen activator? See, this streptokinase is having hemolytic and fibrinolytic properties. Hemolytic and fibrinolytic properties. Commonly, it is used as clot buster. Commonly, it is used as a clot buster. It is this enzyme streptokinase is used in the treatment of blockage of blood vessels. Commonly, when we observe this one, here say this is the blood vessel. It is having the what to say some blockage. Here clot is reported. Due to this clot, blockage is developed in the blood vessels. Due to this blockage, there is a less flow of blood to the heart wall, myocardial. Heart walls receives the lesser concentration of blood. This leads to the myocardial ischemia. What is this myocardial ischemia? We discuss a little bit. Myocardial ischemia or ischemia. So this myocardial, myo muscles, cardial refers to the heart, means muscles of the heart. Ischemia means availability of less quantity of blood is said to be the ischemia. So due to the blockage, heart wall receives the lesser quantity of blood. This problem is said to be myocardial ischemia. Due to myocardial ischemia, heart wall may get damage. It leads to the heart attack. So here, using this streptokinase, it is possible to clear this clot. Gradually, streptokinase dissolve this clot by showing its hemolytic and fibrinolytic property. Finally, it clears the blockage. Due to this reason, streptokinase is popularly called clot buster, and it is widely used in the treatment of blood vessel clots. So this is about the streptokinase, and this is about the information about the enzymes produced by the some of the microbes. So here we discuss about the bioactive molecules. Mainly we discuss about the two chemicals, cyclosporin A and statin. First we discuss about the cyclosporin A. Cyclosporin A is a bioactive molecule. It is commonly produced by the fungus Trichoderma polysporum. This Trichoderma polysporum produces the chemical called cyclosporin. This cyclosporin is used as immunosuppressant. What is this immunosuppressant? Means it decreases the activity of immune system. It decreases the action of immune system. Such drug is called immunosuppressant. Where it is used? Commonly, this cyclosporin is used as immunosuppressant in the organ transplantation treatments, we have observed that whenever the organ transplantation is performed, the recipient body sometimes may not accept donor organs because of the action of immune system. We know that in immune system, B cells and the T cells become active, and these B cells and the T cells have the ability to destroy the foreign substance. In some of the cases of organ transplantation, the transplanted organ is considered as the foreign body by the immune system. Due to this mismatch, immune system become activate to destroy the such organs or the cells or the tissues. In such cases, to avoid action of immune system on the transplanted organ, cyclosporin is used as an immunosuppressant. This cyclosporin mainly suppresses the activity of T cells. Here, this cyclosporin A is used as immunosuppressant to avoid the rejection of transplanted organ. Next, we have the statin. It is the chemical obtained from the yeast species called Monococcus purpureus. Monococcus purpureus. This Monococcus purpureus produces the statin. This statin is used as lowering agent. It lowers the blood cholesterol. It is commonly used to decrease the level of cholesterol in the blood. Some quantity of cholesterol is always present in the blood. Supposed to be, when the concentration of cholesterol is become high, then it causes the dangerous effects. It may causes the blockage of blood vessels, which may leads to the dangerous effect, or it may also leads to the heart attack. To avoid such problems, it becomes necessary to decrease the level of cholesterol in the blood. In such cases, statin is commonly used as lowering agent, blood cholesterol lowering agent. So, this is about the statin. You just remember here statin is obtained from the Monococcus purpureus. It is a yeast species. It is Monococcus purpureus. So this is about the bioactive molecules, and this is the complete information about the use of microbes in industrial products. Here we have discussed about the use of microbes in the alcoholic fermentation. We have discussed use of microbes in the production of antibiotics, and also we have discussed about the production of chemicals, enzymes and the bioactive molecules from the microbes. So this is about the use of microbes in industrial products. So please remember this one. In the next session, we proceed with the next topic. Thank you.